Now I want to seize this opportunity to navigate you throughout the Ctutors Cloud PMS. PMS means Property Management System, and this app is mainly meant for cloud-based. When I talk about cloud-based, it works with the speed of light to all devices connected within a particular platform. So this particular software is meant for any kind of business you may think of running, apart from filling station business. You can use it for any kind of retailing, you can use it for any kind of wholesaling. Whatever you are selling, your business can be programmed to run with Ctutors Cloud PMS. Now, this is a demo. I'm going to carry out a demo of how the program works so that you can be able to know where it suits your business or where you can come up with it. It is automated, purely automated, and all devices connected are seen on the go. You don't have to start making calls for anything. Whatever you want to see, just make a click and you will see. A click, you will see from any angle. It has a lot of features. As I'm going to log into this demo program, I will navigate you again throughout the pages so that you see how the whole thing works. I'm going to log in right now. The only thing you have to do is to sign up. When you sign up, then you sign in. Then you are good to go using this app. So I'm going to log in already because I have an email which is already registered here as the demo account, and I've put in the password. So you have to sign up. After signing up, you put up your sign-in details, your email and your password, and you are good to go. So I'm going to sign in right now. I'm signing in. I have signed in. I'm now inside the application. Now, if you look at this application, you see the pages. We have a lot of pages here. What you are looking at right now is the dashboard. And the date of operations we are looking at now is from November 1 to November 30, because each month on the dashboard, you'll be able to see all the transactions which occurs in that particular month. So this dashboard is month selective, though it is automatic, because once December comes now, what you'll be seeing here is December 1 to December 31st. So the dashboard runs date by date. As you can see on this dashboard, there is nothing right inside this dashboard, nothing at all. Everything is 00000 all through. The next page is, and when you log in, it will show the name of the owner of the company on top here. This is a video demo account. So that is why you're seeing this. And it has color separations. You can choose any color you want. You can choose crimson. You can choose oceanic blue. You can choose emerald green. Everything here turns to green. You can choose royal purple and so on and so forth. So I'm at royal purple, depending on whatever you want. Now I'm at the page dashboard, which I've told you what it means. This is a flip. When you turn the back, it shows you the trend, the progression of these three items. Now I'm going to go to the next page, which is called point of sale. This is the second page in this app. I have clicked on it. This is the point of sale. At this point, this is where you make your sales. This is where you make sales. If you are running a supermarket, if you are running a retail shop, no matter how small it is, if you want to get control of your inventories in your hands, if you want to know exactly what is happening in your business, just have this app in your phone and still have the app in your office or your shop space. Yes, you have to get a gadget and then we install the software inside the gadget and they use it in the office to run your business. While they are running the business, you are seeing all you want to see depending on wherever you want to go in all these pages. So this is a platform for hotel what is it called, retailers, both large scale retail, medium scale retail, and the small scale retail. All of them, this is your environment. Your inventory is displayed here. At the end, you charge. If it is cash, bank, credit, and complementary, you put it up. If the person is owing, maybe the person is not going to pay, you come here and select customer. There's no customer here, no walk-in customer. So you have to create these, all these things need to be created. Then at the end, you complete your sales and print out your receipt or something like that. Yes, I'm having some departments here or branches or company. Look at them. I created this. I'll still show you how to create it by yourself too. So look at the ones I just created. That's the only thing in this app. Created this. I'll show you. I'm still on the page of point of sale. You cannot do anything on this page because you don't have inventory yet. No inventory, so you are not to sell anything. I just want to show you the platform or the page for point of sale where sales are being made. Under this page, you have quick add by barcode. Barcode scanner, once this place is active, use your barcode scanner and scan the product. Once you scan the product, the items will appear here. You put your quantity and make your sales. Then you can equally search the item manually. You search the item you want here. It displays here, then you select the number and make your sales. This is what this environment or this area will do for you. I will take you to the third page. The third page is the guest tab. The guest tab. This guest tab is a temporal area you can reserve a guest demand until he is ready to make payment. That is what this guest tab does. This is very much good for those that are running bars and lounge, where people come, sit down, drink. At the end of everything, they will want to go and they want to make payments and they will call you, please bring my bills. When they say bring my bills, you now print the person's bill and go and give to the person. It is temporary. So when the person pays, you complete your payment. How does it work? You just create a new tab. Once a customer walks in or a client walks in and is having a seat, if they are two, three, one, no matter this thing, just know the seat that they are sitting. If you like, you name the seat. If you like, you table them by number or something like that. So when they sit, you just create tab according to their table, or use anything you can use to remember each customer. Use it to create tab. When you click on new tab, you are trying to create a tab. The first one is the guest name. You may not know the guest name. Use anything. If the guy is wearing face cap, for instance, just type face cap guy. Yes, he's just sitting down, he has not paid you, he has not started demanding, he's just coming in to come and start engaging himself and enjoying himself. The date is already here. So what you're going to do is to put up the table number. Which table is he sitting at? This table number will help you to know the particular customer because another customer can just walk in. So let me say you numbered your tables and this is table one, table number one. That is where the customer is, table one. Then you now create the tab for the customer. When you click on create tab, the system will open a tab automatically for that person. Inside the tab, there's not going to be anything because there is no inventory yet. I've not created inventory. I'm just showing you how the pages of this Ctutors Cloud PMS works. Now, remember that I told you that the PMS is property management system because this app, as you're looking at it, can be connected to your hotel if you have hotel or any external business. So that when they make sales here, it automatically runs into the hotel side, for instance, then synchronizing everything and on the go. Now we have created a guest tab. We cannot put anything here because there's no inventory. If you click on this guest tab, it brings you to where you're going to add. Maybe the person say, give me Coke. At this point, there's no Coke because if you say add item, no item here. You can use barcode to scan. You can equally select department. I've told you already I've created some departments here, which I will show you how to create. The department is demanding the item from is what is going to be here. You select it. If you select about branch, you can select anything. You can select any department, any company or whatever that the demand is coming from. Then you now select item. There's no item here, so cannot be able to complete this area. We are coming. So this is temporal area where you reserve guest tab. If another guest walks in again in table 2, you still go to the same place and create the name of the guest. Let's say this guest now you don't know the name and is wearing black shirt. You can just say black shirt man. You see that? And this person is staying in table 2. So just say stay table 2. Good. Then you create a tab for the person. Good. Now the tab appears. This tab is temporal. As they are demanding, you are charging to their tab separately. Charge to their tab until when they are ready to pay. Then you now print the overall demand or the copy overall consumption of the person, and you print it out and go and show to the person. The person will now see his bill and pay. After payment, you have known how the person paid, whether he paid by cash or by POS, which is bank. Then you now come back again to this same guest tab and complete your payment. When you are completing this payment, automatically this guest tab will take you into the point of sale. It will bring the details in this point of sale automatically here, the way it is. This is where you complete your sales, and this is when the inventory moves. It is automated. It moves like speed of light. The same way your WhatsApp works, your social media works, if you have internet connected, you don't need to call to know how many quantities of this sold and that sold. You don't need to call to know the total sales for the day. You don't need to call to check your POS whether they are corresponding. You monitor your business on the go. So that is what the guest tab does for you. I'm going to take you to the next step, which is called inventory. Inventory, that is the third page. Inventory. Now, this is the inventory management area. As you can see here, there is no inventory, no stock, no whatever or something like that. You have to start creating your database. But before you start creating a database for the inventory, you must make sure that you have companies or you have departments, because this app can be used to control 1,000,001 companies on different locations around the whole country at a time. So under this inventory now, you cannot create any inventory. Like here, what we have here is about how many companies. One, we have Aba branch, Abia, Anambra, Ctutors, Enugu branch, hotel rooms, and then store. These are branches which can be regarded as departments when you are running in one particular area. So all of them will be created so that inventories can be allocated to them, and each of them will be reporting separately within the same platform. So look at them now. You want to create another branch? Yes. Okay, let me now create one branch so that you see how it is being created. What you simply do is I'm going to create let's say we have Enugu branch, you have Anambra branch. Here you're adding the item name. Let's say that this is a liquor company, they are selling drinks or something like that. I'm going to say they have Hero, for instance, Hero. Hero is here. Can type it in. Then we have what we call SKU number. You can type it if you want. This place is optional. If you like, you put it. If you like, you forget it. You can just say SKU 1200. Depending on the number, you can start from 12, 120, and 1202, 102. Just choose any range and take it up from there. If this hero is a service item, then you have to select service item so that the system will not be counting stock, because service items does not have anything to do with inventory stock. So but because we are dealing with items counting one after the other, hero 1, 2, 3, and they have inventory, we have to use the product because it will affect the stock. The barcode number is running. Depending on, you can configure your own barcode, whatever, and print it out, then put it on the body of the items, and you are good to go, or something like that. You can describe. These ones are optional. So you now come to purchase cost. Let's say this hero you buy it 1,000 and you are selling 1,500 each one. You put your selling price, then you have quantity. Let me say we have 100 units at start. Then you click on add item. When you click on add item, this item will come up here. Do you see that? Now, I'm adding this item under the Ctutors demo company. Now, for you to start adding item, you have to know add item from your major store, from the major area, from the major point, so that from there you can now lift the items to other areas. Now, if you look at this place, we have this. Look at the store. We're taking that the store controls every other area. There's nothing in the store because the inventory added was added under another account. So store. Let me take this store as the major store, the main store. This let me take this as the area that distribute to other departments or other companies from different areas or something like that. So this is the main store, for instance. Now let me go back again to where I created that item and remove this item so that we can do this in normal, because I created this under the demo page that I created under the company's name direct. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to remove it so that we'll take it normal. Now at this point, I'm going to select the main store first. That is where you are going to start taking up your inventory. The main store is now here. So you start loading all the inventories you are selling one after the other inside store. So let's go back to the hero. I'll click on add. Then I'll type hero. Then SKU if you like. I told you it's optional. Let me just keep these places off. Then type the unit price, which is 1,000. Then the selling price is 1,500. You put the quantity 100. Then I'll add this in the store. Good. Let me still add another thing. This is a liquor company. Let me say that we have Heineken, and the price of Heineken is 1,000, and you are selling Heineken 2,000. Then the quantity for Heineken is 200 pieces or bottles. Then you will now add. You're adding this inside the store. It is the store that will now distribute to other departments. If you're having different branches, different areas, your main branch will now distribute to other departments because you are selling similar products. Even if you're not selling similar products, that means you have to create their quantities, their inventories differently. But if you are dealing with similar products, you have your major store, major branch, create your inventory there, then from there distribute to other branches. Then when all of them are inside one platform, inside one room or one bungalow or one area, then you can create department by department under company. Then have your main store, which is distributing to other ones, just like the one you are seeing. Now let me see create one more. Let's say we'll have a big stout. Use capital locks. Big stout. And the big stout is 1,002, for instance, and you are selling at 2,500 and you have 100 units. Then you create. I'm creating inventory. I want to make this to be uniform. So this is in small letter. This zero is in small letter. I'm going to remove it and let me recreate it and make it to be in big letter so that it will match with all these ones. I will now say hero. I'm going to use capital lock hero. Then 1,000. Selling at 1,500 and the quantity is 100. Then I'll add this. This same way is what you're going to be doing to add all the inventories in your company. After having done this in the main store, what is the next thing? If you come to Aba branch now, for instance, there is nothing in Aba branch. I'm going to take these three items to Aba branch, 10 each, 10 each, 10 each to Aba branch. Now inside this, how do you go about it? Go back to this, go back to this place, to the store. You are in the store. These items you want to charge them to other departments so that they will start selling or something. Big stout, what do? See this arrow. This arrow is transfer arrow. When you click on this, Aba branch is already here. I'm charging from store to Aba branch and I'm taking 10 units to Aba branch. Just click on transfer inventory. When you take this, 10 units is now allocated from the store to the Aba branch. Then I'm going to allocate Heineken to 10 to Aba branch. I'll put 10 here and I'll transfer. And I'm still going to allocate another 10 to Hero, to the same Aba branch. I'm going to click a transfer, then I'll put 10. I will transfer. Now, I have transferred from store to Aba branch. If you look at this place, it was 100 before, but now it's 90. Then this place is it 2000? Maybe 2000 is what I put as against 200, but no problem. 1990 remain. Hero was 100, now it's remaining 90. Now let's check what happens in Aba branch. I'll click on this place, come to Aba branch. You see that we have 10, 10, 10, 10 allocated to Aba branch. Now see what happens here. If you look at this place, there's no selling price because Aba branch may not have the same selling price with the other branch. So each branch have their own selling price. That is how it works. This hero now may be sold by this branch at this amount. Maybe you have a club or something like that, and at the center you have a bar, and the price in bar and club are not the same thing. So in this case, you have to attach price. The quantities have been allocated. Yes, what about the price? When you come to this place, hero is cost value is 1000, but this particular Aba branch is selling it 17. That is where you will now come here and charge price 1700. Then you update. The price now will come up to 17, telling you that this Aba branch is selling at 17. So the branches may not be the same thing. So if they are selling at the same price, then you charge the same price the same way. The big stout, let's say the big stout, they are selling it at the same price, which is 2005. You put 25, and then you update. Then the Heineken, they are selling Heineken at 2000. Then you come here, update it at 2000 in Aba branch, you update. Now you have created inventory. At this point, you can make your sales. At this point, this guest tab have started working. This guest tab, I want to take you back to this. When you click on this guest tab, see what happens now. We have two guests already, the black shirt man in table 2 and the face guy man in table 1. Now the black shirt man said you should give me 2 bottles of hero because he's not paying immediately. That is why you are on guest tab. If this guy is paying immediately, he just walked in and say, give me 2 bottles of hero, you go straight to point of sale. When you click on this point of sale, nothing is here. Select the department, Aba branch. These are the items in Aba branch. You can use barcode to scan, and whatever you scan will appear. You can search. If you search for hero, only hero will be here. Then you make your sales. He say 2 bottles of hero. Click this twice. You have 2 bottles of hero. Now this is the price. It comes up here. You can change this price to any this thing. It's editable. You can increase it to 5. You can reduce it or something. This is 2 bottles. And let's say this person is paying cash. Look at it. He's paying cash. So if he's paying cash, you can go straight and complete this payment. Now, why this payment cannot be completed? Because he said I should open shift to make sales. I have to go and open shift to make sales and look at the shift environment. I've not reached there, but I'm going to, for the sake of completing this area, I'm going to open a shift and come back. I'm trying to explain what the shift management area does. So I'm going to open it. Just click on open shift. When you click on it, the system is asking you whether you have cash. So if you don't have cash, you put 0. Then open shift. I have open shift. At this moment, I can be able to sell. I will go back to the point of sale again. The person said you should give him 1 euro. So at Aba branch, I'm selecting just 1 euro, taking out the 2 euros, sorry. I will click this twice. I have 3,004 and the person is paying by cash. If he's going to pay by credit, you put the credit and put the person's name will come up here. Then if he's paying by POS, which is regarded as bank, you select bank. He's paying by POS. Then if he's paying part by cash and part by POS, you split. You see that? That is how it works. Now, let's say this person is paying you by POS and is paying 3,004. Go straight and complete your sales. This is direct sales. Direct sales. You just come, walk in, pay, collect. You come, use your POS, do what you want to do, and that is just that. Then you print the person's receipt. This is in PDF. Let me just put it in your thermal printer. Under your thermal printer, it's on large scale. Let me just put it on this. I just want to do some settings here so that you have your item. Then when you click on print, it prints and cuts your paper exactly. This is exactly what you see about branch, blah, 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 3004 paid. So since the person is paid, just click on print and complete your sales. There's no printer here. I want you to see how everything goes. So I have made this sales of 3004 and it was made by POS. If you go to your dashboard, your immediate access, you will see that we have sales of 3004 as you are looking at it, 3,400. Then your bank account have increased by 3,004. Your system continues to move this way. You are seeing this on the go. They made these sales in their branch, but once you click on the dashboard, you see that they have made sales. If you want to get more history about these sales, you go to customer, you go to daily sales report. Look at it here. Click on daily sales report. Yes, today is 17th. That's why you're seeing this. If you change this to 16th, you will not see anything here. If I take this man to 16 and take this man to 16, nothing will appear here. Everything is zero because I did not make any sales on 16th. So let me go back to 17th and come back to 17th. I'm seeing sales of 3,400 as overview. By cashier, when you click here, it shows you the person that make the sales. The name of the cashier should be here, video demo, because this is a demo. Then by department, you want to know the department that make these sales, you come to this place, the system is telling you that it's Aba branch. Look at it, Aba branch. Under inventory, you have quantity sold, 2 euro here. Then on transaction, you see the individual items the way they were sold, one after the other here, and so on and so forth. Then when you come to audit log, this audit log is very dangerous to people that have interior motive, to people that does not do the right thing. That is what this audit log does. Audit log tracks every inventory. Audit log tracks every step you took in this app. So if you allocate your users and limit them or give them a role where to go and where not to go, and they mistakenly leave where they're supposed to go or what they're supposed to do and do another thing, audit log will catch them. This is the supervisor of this app. This is what manages this app. This is what me as an auditor intentionally put here to help the owner of the business to track what is actually happening or where things are going wrong. This audit log, wherever it shows red, that means a danger attempt. If it shows green, that is normal. Do you get the point? So this audit log have a lot of things to do. It's an eye watch to your app. It shows you everything that is happening to your app on the go. You see that? This is now telling you, look at it, it's green. It is normal to open, everything is green. I'm seeing some red here. This red can be explained in the process or something like that. You get the point? But let me just start from here. This audit log, when you come here, you see green, 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 you see red. Green means normal. Red means cross-check very well. Now, it's telling you that video demo went to shift. I went to shift. Yes, I created shift. That is normal. That is why it's on green. Inventory transfer. I did an inventory transfer. I transferred inventory from store to branch and from store to Aba branch. That is what is showing you here now. Inventory transfer, which is normal. See them on green. See them on green. Now on red, there's a danger. You have to look very well. There's a danger. I deleted hero. Do you see it? It's showing you red, showing that there's a danger because hero was deleted here. Do you see that? But you know what I did? It's part of the demo I was doing. So this place is showing you things that happened. Hero was deleted. Hero was deleted. That's why it's still showing red. This thing deleted, deleted. Why did you delete? Delete is a very dangerous issue. These ones on green are normal. Do you get the point? And so on and so forth. That is what audit log does for you. This is my watchdog. This is my supervisor. So long as this app is concerned, this app is so unique when it comes to other app that works the way that this app works. These are things that make this app so specific. These are the reasons why you should think of using this app and see the power of Ctutors Cloud PMS. Now, direct sales is under point of sale. This is when you make your direct sales. Immediately walk in customer, you just pay, the person just leave instantly. Then the person is hanging sales, is buying and is not paying immediately. You use the guest tab to hold the person down. If you are running a shop whereby after supplies, you print receipt and give to suppliers, they will pay. When they pay, then you complete payment. You can use this guest tab to run that. So now, if you look at this place, um nothing is here for this black shirt man and nothing is here for face guy. Now let's say the black shirt man said bring one hero and two Heineken. Black shirt man. You click on this place, go to add item. If you want to have, if you have a barcode scanner, you can scan. Then you can select the department that is working, Aba branch. This is where we have inventory. So at this point, you now select, say bring one hero. You click on hero. Then quantity is what? One. Add with two Heineken. So that means you go back again and select Heineken, then two. Then you add. Then submit this. When you submit this, you print a copy. When you print this copy, maybe you have your waiters or something like that. If you have your waiters, you can give them a copy and give them drink. At this stage, your stock, your inventory have not changed. It still remains the same. Nothing has happened. So at this stage, you are just keeping this guest details till he is ready to pay. So you print and keep or give to the person, give the person drinks as evidence. Then you close up. Yes, all his demand is here. And the face guy say bring two bottles of big stout. You click on this place, add item, select big stout, two. Then submit it. Then submit it again to print out what he demanded and you give out the drinks. The inventory have not moved. I'm cancelling this, going back again. Now inside here, this is black man, this is face guy. Now this black man again now say, give me one bottle of big stout. You click here. These are the items. This is what is owing you already, 5,005, and you needed one bottle of big stout again. You come to add item, then you select big stout, one. Then add. You can print this. This one will show you only that particular item you demanded immediately, only the big stout that comes here. You print it out and give, showing that this is the only item that we are purchased. Then you can close up this because there's no printer here. So at this point, all the demand of this black shirt man, all of them are here. He demanded for big stout, Heineken, Hero, and all the rest. So he's to pay 8,000. Let's say that this man now has finished whatever he wants to do. He has finished buying and buying and buying and buying and all the rest. So now say, hey, waiter, come, bring my bill. You will now come here and on the print tab and print this man's bill. As you are printing this tab, all the inventories are still intact. Nothing have changed. Your inventory have not moved. When you click on this print, it will open a page where you print the guest details. So when you print this thing out, now you go and give it to the guest. The guest will now look at it and say, okay, 8,000 naira. Bring your POS. You bring your POS, he will pay. When he pay, you will now know that he has paid by cash or he has paid by POS or something like that. After that payment, the journey here ends partly. At this point, note your stock, your inventory is still intact. Nothing has happened. Then you have to click this again. The guests have paid and have gone. Click this and complete your payment. Look at it, close tab and process payment. When you click on this, I'm trying to complete this payment, I'm trying to print the final receipt of this person, which is going to move your inventory. I will now click on this close tab. Once you click on it, it brings you to where you complete your final payment, which is in your point of sales automatically with Aba branch here on top, and every details is here. Then and it's pay everything. Maybe the person paid by cash is already on cash. If it's by bank, you select. You get the point. You have already know how the person paid. So let's say the person paid by cash. Go straight, complete sales for the person. When you click on this complete sales, then you print the person's receipt. At this point, your inventory will now move. The inventory will reduce automatically. This is how to make sales in Ctutors Cloud PMS. And when this sales is made, anywhere you are seeing it. Nobody have power to delete except the person that the owner of the company said give this person only access or power to delete. Other people cannot delete. When you impute, you don't impute. You don't go. For you to delete, you must consult the person who have the power to delete. Now, I'm going to clear this because there's no printer. Now, see the good thing about it, once this payment is made, if you go back to your guest tab, you will not see that transaction again because that transaction has been settled. Only one person is going to be here, which is the fiscal guy who is still drinking. I now say again, give me 2 bottles of Hero. You click here, then give the person 2 bottles of Hero. I will select the Aba brand that have something and we'll have 2 bottles of Hero here. Hero, you just charge 2 bottles, add and submit. When you submit, there's no printer here, so I cannot be able to print this, submitting this thing twice or something. Good. So when you come here, it shows you that this person have demanded for 2 Hero and 2 big stout, and now he wants to go. Go to print tab, do the same thing you did, complete sales. I'm going to come to print tab. You want to go, I want to give him his bill or something like that. This is his bill again, 8,000. You click on print. There's no printer here. Then I'll cancel. Then once you have printed that guest tab, you are now free because you have know how the person paid. You go to close tab and process payment and complete your inventory. What you are doing. When you click on this place, it takes you to the point of sale automatically with every details you needed to see or something like that. Then you complete your sales. It takes you to where you print this. Once you do this, you have completed everything. Send this to printer and print out this your inventory moves. And when you go back to the guest tab, you will not see anything, which means all the guest tab you have has everything has been closed. The business has been concluded. Nothing is here now. Nothing is just here. So if you want to charge your expenses, you come here, this expenses area, add expenses, you charge your normal expenses, which is normal thing we do on daily basis. Most POS doesn't come with expenses. This comes with expenses, and when you spend your money, automatically it reduces whatever thing you are doing right there. Let me show example. Here I'm having on the dashboard total sales. Let's see what the total sales will look like. On the dashboard, we're having 19,004 already. You can select date on this dashboard. Like here now, I can select first and I will select first again. That dashboard will show you that there's no sales. There's no sales here on sales, no sales at all. Do you see that? No sales. But if you select today's date, like 17th, and you come here and select 17th again, it's showing you the total sales made for the day. Your total cash is 16,000 and your bank is 3,400. The account is good to go. So your expenses, let's say we have a cash of 16,000. I'm going to make expenses of 6,000 now, and let's see how this cash will react. We'll come to expenses. Then I will now click on add expenses. On 17th, the date is here. You can change the date depending on what you are doing. Then here, there's no category. Okay, I'm having diesel. Let me just say I'm having diesel, have diesel and cleaning. You can equally edit and add your own expenses if it's not here. You can just click this place and put expenses, something like bank charges or something like that. You can have something like this, bank charges. Bank charges, I'll add. When you add, it forms part of these ones here. So let's say I have bank charges, expenses, I'll select it, and it is 6,000. Remember that our cash at hand was 16,000, and this is by cash. I'm going to charge these expenses. Say we should describe bank charges, maybe made a POS, deposit, and there is a bank charges or something like that. Then you add the expenses. Now that you have added the expenses, it appears here. Let's see the dashboard and check whether 16,000 still remains 16,000 or it have reduced because of these expenses. The dashboard shows you that you have a cash balance of 10,000 because you have made expenses of 6,000. The same way, service income are other income you make outside the business. If you don't have service income, if there's no other thing that gives you money apart from your inventory, this place may not be meaningful for you, but it's going to be here looking at you as part of your work or something like that. Then users, this is where they create users and give them power to do some certain things with access control and all the rest. Rather than having three users here, we can create any more users. We have the users, user one. This one is created as manager. This one is created as manager. And then this one is the overall admin. Anybody giving this account of overall admin is the only person that have power to delete anything. You cannot delete. Once you impute, you have imputed. If you create a guest tab, you can't delete it. If you type any information inside the guest tab, you cannot delete it. So you need to consult the person that's supposed to delete. So you can be able to explain yourself why you are deleting. So that is how it works. Want to add a new user, I'll come here and I'll create a new user. When you put it, you put the role permission. These are the role permission. The person can be an editor, it can be a manager, it can be a cashier or something like that. So it depends on how you want the person to be. As their roles are is it depends on their work. Then shift, you can open shift, close shift, or you can make sales. Then we'll have the cash transfer area. This cash transfer area shows you if you want to transfer your cash to bank or from bank to cash, maybe you have cash of 50,000 and your oga told you that you should send any cash at hand to the bank immediately. This is where you do that. Come here and click on new transfer. Amount is 50,000. You put it. Okay, let's say we are transferring cash to bank. Remember that we have 10,000 naira. Yes, I'm going to transfer 6,000 naira again to the bank. Let's see how what happens there. I'm taking 6,000 naira to the bank, cash to bank. Look at it here. I'm going to say record transfer. I've recorded transfer of 6,000 naira. Look at it here. So what does it mean? You have charged cash to bank. By the time you go back to the dashboard, let's see what happens, whether it's going to be 4,000 because already we have 10,000 there. So I'm expecting 4,000 in the cash balance. Look at it here. And while we're doing these things, the bank have increased, remember, and the cash have what? Reduced. Your total sales of 19,400 still remain the same. So we have the customer area. These customer areas, these are people that are owing you. Nobody is here. All your customers, if you want to bring them here, take time when you are creating your database, put all the customers, their name. If you come here, add customer. Let's say the customer of this person, name of this customer is Emeka. For instance, you put Emeka here. Emeka. You get the point? If it has a phone number, you put a phone number 080 blah 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 blah. You put the phone number. If this customer has been owing you before he has an outstanding, maybe you want to start using this app afresh, and he's owing you 20,000, you put it up here, 20,000. You get the point? You can just say beginning balance, beginning debts, beginning debts. You charge it to show what this 20,000 is all about. Then add customer. So this customer information automatically appears in your app. You're not seeing the customer, you're monitoring the customer at all times. Look at the details. When you click on this customer now, it will show you the page of this customer. Any customer you want to look at, click on customer, you see the whole page. Look at the page. It's showing on red here that this person is owing you 20,000. Look at it. So what if this person now just walked in and say, I want to pay you your money, I want to pay 15,000 so that later I'll balance you 5,000. I'm going to pay you to give me your POS or something like that. Simple thing you do is just to record payment, click on record payment, and it says it's going to pay you 15,000. You put 15,000, it's going to pay by POS. You select bank here and then record this person's payment. The system automatically tells that the balance of this person is 5,000 and it is showing here. You recorded this, total recovered from this person is 15,000. Beginning balance is 20. Now system is showing that it's 5,000 that is left. Remember that he paid by POS and what he paid is 15,000. This will make your bank to go negative because our bank account does not have up to 15,000. Let's see the dashboard to see what happens. Dashboard is immediate access. When you click on it, you can be able to access on the go if you are in a haste. Okay, it's not negative, sorry. Our bank accounts have increased by that debt. Do you see it? It's now 24,400. And the outstanding debt here is now showing us 5,000 naira, which is the debt of that guy. So this is what the customer area does. Put all your customers, put their beginning balances, then you are good to go. We'll flow that way. You want to check your report, you click on report to know what happens. This report shows for the year, for the month. Some of you prepare for some report for tax purposes, for external use or something like that. This report prepares itself automatically. It's the profit or loss account for the month. Look at it where it is preparing itself automatically. You don't need to stress yourself doing these things. The expenses you made has been charged 5,000. Your total sales by above branch is here 19,400. So your net profit or net income is 13,400. What else do you need in this app that I've not told you? It has a team chat where you can interact. Instead of you having a group chat, chatting in group, you can do all the chat inside the app. Because at times you format your WhatsApp, everything will vanish. You can do everything here. When you type your message, you send it, it will appear. Do you get the point? You can say to somebody, please add me, delete hero, hero 2 for me. Now you are just sending a message the way you type your WhatsApp and you just send this. It comes here as video. Anybody that send a message, it works the way your WhatsApp works. I've told you something about this, my watchdog, audit log. I enjoy this audit log very, very well. And very soon I'll start sharing some testimonies because already there are serious testimonies going on in this audit log. This audit log have discovered under 1 month, under not up to 1 month, 3 weeks, that this software has been installed to somebody, to a company, have detected that his sales rep, who has been managing the company for more than 5 years, has been doing some corner things, reducing stock without the owner of the business know. You just reduce the stock and remove the stock, sell it and put the money, keep the money aside for himself at the end of the day. This audit log brought the person out, and now the person is going to face a lot of wrath under this case. I don't play with this. It has payrolling. When you come to payrolling, all the customer, you don't need to go and start preparing what is it called, salary sheet or whatever. Everything can be done here. So when you have this app, everything you want is inside this app. Just take your time, follow the demo. You can chat me up. I will guide you as the owner of this app. Chat me up. I will tell you everything you need to know about this app. So at this point, you can start creating your salary. Just add a staff, for instance. Let's say you have a staff and the name of the staff is Chinedu, for instance. Then his basic salary is 70,000. Then his bank name is, let's say, Zenith Bank. For instance, we have the Zenith Bank. Then the account number is 2002 blah 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 blah. This account number, no, account name, sorry, is Chinedu, because it is the account details, and the account number is 20 blah blah blah. So this account number, you now add staff. Now this staff has been added in this platform. Yes, if you want to delete, maybe it's no longer there, you can delete or something like that. Now that you have added the staff or something, this is November. Add all the whole staff and click on process payroll. When you click on process payroll, the details of the staff, everything will be here. You see it, 70,000 basic, this is the bank area. So if the person have an allowance for the month, you add it here, it will increase this. If you have deductions, maybe you surcharge the person or something, you put it here. If it's owing or something like that, you put under debt loan, you put it up. And this account closes. You can print this, you can do whatever you want to do with it. You get the point? And so on and so forth. This is your payroll area. Everything works perfectly well. So then you can close register is the last point I'm going to discuss here. This is money area, where you see your cash, POS, every details about money, how the money were collected. Now we have cash of 10,000. We have bank transfer of 24,400 right now on 17th to 17th. Let me change this to one first so that to show you everything. But actually, what we have here is 17th. Then we have this is your details. If you want it by department, you click department, you see about branch, what they have. Then cross-check in your phone as the person receiving alert to know what happened. By payment mode, you see them about branch, you see the amount. This one is cash payment by department. Look at it, how everything went. Bank transfers, look at it, how it went. If there's credit, you see the credit. There's no credit. So this is settings page where you can do some certain settings At this point, I want to show you something on this area. If you look at this dashboard now, there's nothing like rooms, hotel or something. This can be connected to hotel. This can be done in the settings area. You connect the hotel here so that you'll be seeing the rooms, the guests in the rooms and the room number that were occupied. So that if a guest demand anything inside room, from here you can charge bills to that person's room direct. So before the person checks out from the room, the reception will now click on checkout and see that the person has a bill. He will now pay. After payment, it deletes automatically, showing that the person has settled his debt. Now, how do we activate that here? I want to show you something here. Look at these pages. There's no room activation. There's no rooms here at all. When you scroll down, when you come down here, you come down to this is where you configure your receipt, the name of the receipt settings, configure the receipt and the name of the company, the address, phone number, blah, 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 and all the rest. So when you come down to this place, under this integration, look at where you do that. Property management system, PMS. Click on this place. Once this place is activated, then you are connected to the hotel automatically and all the rooms will be displaying. So what are you going to do right now? Once you have done this, refresh your page. Refresh this page. I don't know whether I saved it. Let me check. 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 Yes, it was activated. See the room charge here. Room charge. At this point, you have connected the room charge, the rooms, the guests inside your hotel, inside your rooms to this app. So if you are using this, if you have a hotel, you can have this cloud PMS and you can have the hotel management system, which we still have connected to this. We have Ctutors hotel management system, which is connected to this. So if you get two of them together, you are good to go. If you're running a supermarket, whatever thing you're running, retail shop, small, medium, big, whatever, you are good to go. No matter the size of your company, you can do it and do it. So this place is where you post bills and all the rest. This is your dashboard. Then I think at this point, I've shown you how this app works. So if I sign out, for instance, maybe thinking of how to get to the owner, what you want, have a question, you have something that you want to do, you want us to do for you, or maybe there's an area you really want us to add for you. Any adjustment you want us to make that will suit your business, kindly click on this WhatsApp chat. And when you click on this place, you will chat with the owner of the company direct. Then we are good to go.